So I have decided to try to talk in as much detail as I can about various ways to improve overall BP. The one I'm going to cover today is a little well, it's very difficult. So, it might seem impossible, but it did to me when I started. And who knows, depending on some of the servers and who's in there and stuff. So what I'm going to be talking about today is titles. Um, these titles all, I think, give you bonus rewards permanently. So, for example, when you reach 1,000 achievement points, you get this plus 1% attack bonus. Achievement points are pretty easy to get. That is a title that you can strive for. You get them just through playing different game modes, doing social things. So, if you see things like activate or change your avatar frame once, just do that, get some achievement points. You'll be to 1,000 before you know it. And you get a 1% attack bonus, which doesn't sound like much, but if you're, really into games like this, you know that percentages are huge. I think 1% gives me a couple hundred on every character, a couple hundred BP. So some of these aren't competitive, right? Reach 300 stars at the Road to Glory in the hero ratings. So that's just doing hero rating mode, which I'll talk about elsewhere. All of these kind of, are done through different modes, so I'm not going to take the time to go into each of them. But if there are any that you have questions on how to obtain, I'd be happy to answer you in the comments. This far famed progress 6 characters to triple S plus. That sounds crazy if you're not a whale, but hero trial 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you farm these guys, you'll eventually get them to triple S plus and you'll get that title. Titles don't have to be equipped to give you the bonus. So, for reaching level 40, I have this plus 10 attack forever, right? And you'll see that if they say permanent, they, are permanent. The agency titles are things that you can get, and if possible, start striving for them, because even these little bonuses really do add up. Right, upgrade 3 heroes to level 60, maintain security and peace, and make the city reach level 30. Some of these are worded poorly. Again, I'm happy to elaborate on them if you need, but it would take quite a while to go through and read all of them, so I'll leave that up to you. Growth is, most of these are, for a specific character, reach 30 stars in hero ratings. These are mild boosts only active for that character, but it's still something nice. You can also get them for reaching modifications on gear. And I think there are a few more. Modification level 8, top level 40, which once you pass the level cap, which is now 70, you start getting top levels, which I'll just go ahead and show you. So that's this bar here. It's really the same as leveling up, but you get these different top level rewards and you get a little bit of a stat bonus. So that's what that means. All right, so that's agency and growth. The bonuses are somewhat small, but here's a 1% attack, 1% attack, 1% health. So they matter. Now you also have battle. I don't have most of these, as you can see. This top brass is a highly competitive one in Apex cross server. This one lasts 28 days, and you can see I only have 13 days remaining. So if I want to get it again, I have to do well in Apex next season. When they last for a certain amount of time, the bonus only lasts for that amount of time. Tag team battle is not a thing yet, so that's kind of giving us something to look forward to. So that's what these battle titles are. Let's see. There are a couple for doing well at reaching tiers in Super Co-op and for Operation X. This Super Co-op without equal, get to first place, that's tough. But one thing that you can do just to get the title is something I do a lot with my alliance, is I'll come in here, go to my defense, and put in my weakest characters and let people take number one. They get the title. They get a lot of hero coins. It's a great way to help your alliance and to help, other players who might not be able to get those hero coins. So, if you're in server 21, let me know in the comments and I'll see if I can help you. But if you're not, hopefully you've got some friends in an alliance in your server as well. Now, these limited titles are things that you can't get if you don't have them. These two were Christmas titles. This was for beta testers. This one you can get, but if you're free to play or even a small spender, you get it through top-up rewards, and those are expensive. Now, rankings are, highly competitive, but these couple titles here, right? This I got for having the number 1 World Hero Mission Deku in my server. This one's Bakugo, Shoto, and they all have their own. This gives you a 3% attack bonus and 3% defense for that character. You also have other rankings like Superstar, which means you dealt the top damage in the top bracket of agency assessments. And this Plus Ultra is the mock contest, which is one of the timed events. Number 1 hero is for arena points. So all of these are very competitive, but let's look at the rankings real quick. So you can see them in hero rankings, and you can go through each character, right? So I'm trying to find, let's see. So here on Stain, you've got the number 1 in our server, spent some money, pulled him to Triple S Plus. That's going to be hard to compete with, it really is. But the number 2 is completely free to play. I know him personally, so, and here the number 1 definitely, I'm not sure how much she spends, but it's definitely not as much as you might expect. And here's my good friend free to play with a title, right? With number 1. Let's see. Where else do we have a... well, we can look at one of mine, World Hero Mission Deku. I have him at double S. Now, nobody can farm him to triple S at the moment, so that is helping me out, but he's not even triple S plus, and he's number 1. So depending on how popular the server is, depending on what happens in the server merge that's coming up, these rankings aren't as impossible as they might seem. You just have to, focus one hero, and preferably one that's not Stain or All Might, just because that is going to be everyone's choice. And it's possible. But even if you can't, there are some other titles that you'll want to grab, right? So go through and grab whichever ones of these that you can. Focus on getting them as much as possible, because these are my title stat bonuses. 8% attack overall, and these don't count. So as you can see, only stat bonuses that are effective for all heroes are counting here. So this doesn't count my extra 3% on Deku. So that's one way to get some extra BP. Focus on whichever titles you can get and get those bonuses. All right, I'm sorry that got a little circular, I think, but I hope that it kind of explains the idea. And if there are any questions or if any of the titles don't make sense, let me know in the comments, and I'd love to explain them as much as I can. Otherwise, I'll keep working on some more ideas and some more videos on how to strengthen your characters and how to really go for those rank 1 titles. So stay tuned. Thanks, guys.